Kevin O'Brien. Good evening, everybody. Took me ages to get here today because there was like 3 McDonald's and a Greggs between where I live and here. So my brother is a self-appointed dietitian in my family. He said to me the other day, he said, Kevin, you need to take it easy on the fried food at your age. You should be eating at least 2.5 kilograms of lettuce per week. And do you realise how many Big Macs that is? Well, it's 36, just in case you remember. So I'm a big fan of Guinness, obviously. I also like records and I like books. Weirdly, I'm not keen on the Guinness Book of Records. So what's your name, sir?
Rufus.
Rufus. Okay, what's your name?
Ned.
What?
Ned.
Ned, okay. Are you all fucking weirdos or what? Where can I get these names from? Alright, not a conversation. So have you read the Guinness Book of Records?
Not ages ago.
Right, okay, it's not a conversation. So, I'm going to ask you a question, Ned, from the Guinness Book of Records. The nearest kilogram, what's the heaviest Chinese dumpling in the world? Give me a number, Ned.
100 kilograms.
Well done, Ned. It's not correct, unfortunately. Have another guess.
50.
You're going the wrong way, Ned.
Oh, shit, sorry.
And 50's from the menu. It's not weight.
150.
Better, Ned. So I've got 10 minutes, so we're going to keep doing this until Ned gets it right, alright? I'll put you out of your misery. 1,000 kilogram. 1 ton dumpling. 1 ton dumpling, never mind. So anyway, so being over a bit of bad luck lately, give me an arm. My girlfriend left me. I didn't ask for that one. She said she preferred her puzzle books to me, which was true. But 5 years together and never a crossword. She called me old-fashioned because she used to send all my dick pics in black and white. By post. And fax. Which is probably why she lost her job at the post office. When I was young, we didn't have smartphones like you boys and internet. We used to have to draw our dick pics. It got to the point, and send them in the post, got to the point where I was ashamed to look the postman in the eye. I probably should have done the drawings on the inside of the envelope, really. So you won't believe this, but one of my jokes was voted the second best joke of the Edinburgh Fringe last year. I can see a lot of doubt in your faces. But before I do the joke, does anybody know what the oldest profession is? The oldest profession?
Prostitution.
Spoken like a true expert. That's a great guess. And this is a joke. So the oldest profession has to be the DJ, because they've been around since records first began. And that's an indication of how shite the jokes were at the Fringe last year.
Spectacular joke.
So my granddad, he got addicted to Viagra. It didn't end well. He passed away watching his favourite movie, Die Hard. And due to the effects of the Viagra, we couldn't close the coffin lid, could we? So it's put a little glory hole in the I have to admit that was the The shittest game of whack-a-mole I ever had. So my grandmother, she wanted to lose a bit of weight, and she bought some of those weird diet pills. Yeah, it said on the label, if you take 6 of these per day, yeah, for 6 weeks, you won't recognise yourself. It worked. She got dementia. Now my uncle, he became an overnight millionaire. He invented the sausage in batter. Yeah. Frittered it all away. So do we know what country bungee jumping was invented in? Nobody? Now, apparently, it's France. I know this is true because it's in Wikipedia, and I wrote it. So this guy was from France who invented bungee jumping, apparently from the Dordogne. Never mind. So, since my girlfriend left me, I've been doing a lot of mad stuff. I've been teaching my dog to roll over and beg. He's got really good at it. He came on with £4.27 the other day. I've been watching a lot of these wildlife programs. You like wildlife programs? Yeah. I think some of you might have been in them looking at you. In fact, I was watching one the other day with David Attenborough. Yeah. I've got no idea who got in my living room. I've got no idea who got in my living room. No? Okay. I'm in Todmordon, I forgot. So, I've been doing archery in the fog. Missed. Got offered a job as a roofer. Fell through. Went to the doctors. She said, I think you're an acute alcoholic. I said, thank you very much, you're not too bad yourself. I said, I think I might have insomnia. She said, do you want a prescription? I said, let me sleep on it. I said, can I have a second opinion? Can I have a second opinion? She said, yes, you're also a prick. She said, I recommend you see a counsellor. So I did, and after 6 months, I got my planning permission through. Never mind. Anyway, so the neighbours that I got me for watching from my binoculars, I can see where they're coming from. I've been trying to make a sex tape. I've not been able to finish it though because the neighbours keep closing the curtains. So do we like hip hop?
Yeah.
3 people, that's good. Wrong audience. So anyway, my brother loves hip hop, yeah. In fact, looking at you, some of you might need an hip hop. He said to me the other day, he said, that monster, Puff Daddy, he's only going to change his name again. I said, did he? He said, I bet you can say the name of Kim Kardashian's ex-husband. I said, can you? He said, that's not his name anymore. I said, yay. So does anybody like DIY?
Yeah.
One person. There's always one lunatic in the room. I'm terrible at DIY. I had to get somebody round the other day to give me a quote for a shelf. I said, how much for the shelf, mate? He said, 50 quid. I said, can you put it up for me? He said, okay, 55 quid. So I've written a poem about the dangers of DIY. Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
I'm going to do it anyway. It goes like this. B&Q, DIY, FFS, SOB. WTF. OMG. 999. A&E. CPR. ECG. DOA. RIP. LOL. So does anybody work in insurance in this room? Insurance? No? I hate insurance. I saw an advert on telly the other day that said, we can insure anything. I thought, we'll see about that. So I phoned them up and I said, can you insure my duvet? Go for me full cover. With an additional blanket policy. So I was out for my monthly walk the other day and some poor old lady, she'd passed out with her shopping on the floor. In her left hand she had a bag of chickpeas, in her right hand she had a bag of lentils. So I rushed over and took a pulse. There is an happy ending to that story though, because I got a really nice curry out of it. She died unfortunately. So I'm getting some weird reviews lately. I think some of you may have written them looking at you. The first one said, this guy's going to be huge. Yeah, that's from Slimmer's World. The second one said, this guy's off the charts. Yeah, that's from Diabetes UK. And I think my favourite was, this guy's want to watch. Yeah, that was from the West Yorkshire Police Surveillance Team. So when I first started doing comedy last week, I wrote a book called My First Year in Stand-Up Comedy. Yeah, it's true, it's on Amazon. Don't read it, nobody else did. And after tonight, Todmordon, you've inspired me to write a follow-up book called My Last Year in Stand-Up Comedy. Thank you very much, you're a lovely audience.
Thank you, and if we can, come over right, please.